Hey, what's up everybody? Travis and I here with Spellbound Magic Shop and Theater right here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Today I'm coming to you to talk about a brand new release by Gustavo Seriano and G Magic called Music Box. Now, I love the idea behind this because it's a fun little nostalgic piece. It's just a little wind-up music box, music player, whatever you want to call it. And just the emotional connection people have with music is already the closest thing you're going to get to real magic. So with this, of course, I wanted to get it. And what you get, obviously, is just this little yellow cardboard box. There's nothing real fancy about it. It's a pretty thin box. I recommend maybe switching this out for something a little bit better, just for your storage purposes and stuff. I don't think this packaging will last a very long time. But all in all, it's just the packaging. It's not what makes the trick. Not a selling point at all. So in my opinion, I think it's a fine box for packaging. Nothing real fancy needed there for the magician. It doesn't take away from the trick or the presentation at all. So you open it up. You get a hole punch. A unique hole punch. I've never seen one like this. Maybe it's specific for music boxes. I don't know. But it does work very, very well. Okay. Next, you get some cards here that have different songs and things like that on them as well. You have another card that comes with it. And this one here is your instruction card. I'll cover up the password here as always. So this here's your instruction card. You go on, watch the video presentation, has the performances, as well as multiple ways to handle this routine. Along with that, you get the papers that you have to punch yourself, which is, I'm not going to say it's a negative, it's just a little bit more time consuming than I thought it would be, and there's a possible chance there for error, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Now this here's one that I've already punched, so you have to go through and punch every one of these holes manually for each one that you want to do. Now don't get discouraged by that. I'm going to go in a little bit more depth about that here in just a little bit. Now the cool thing is that these here are all papers here that have the potential to be punched and to make music. And then this here is what your basic music cards look like. So this one here is for the song Barbie Girl. So you can see basically what we have here is all the different markings that's telling you how to create that song. So you basically put one of those other the blank pages over it, and this is your guide on how to punch it. Now don't worry about the punching method and getting it all lined up and stuff like that, because there's a very, very clever way of doing it. They teach multiple ways. Whether you just want to tape it on. I personally use paper clips because the paper clips can slide and stay tight wherever it's going. I haven't failed yet in creating the songs or anything like that, but I know the risk is potentially there if you don't take your time and you're not careful. Now, to punch this entire song, it only took maybe 5 to 8 minutes if you're diligently going along, but like I said, it punches very, very quickly. Not a huge concern. The song itself, the first couple times I tried playing it, I was a little disappointed, but that is my own doing because I wasn't winding up and playing the music fast enough. Now let's take a look at the music player, the music box itself. This I was actually pretty disappointed about. Maybe it's in the deluxe version. This one here is just like the basic version of it. The music player in the photos and the promos actually has the wooden housing around it. This one here, the original one, does not. The basic one, the cheaper version, does not have that. So I'm hoping that if you want that, it comes in the higher version of it. But like I said, I don't know for sure. I do know with the other version, it's a whole other grouping listings of songs that you get with it. So this is it right here. This is your music player. It's pretty organic. There's nothing really to hide. Maybe the fact that that other wooden box is on top of it kind of makes people think they know the method, that it's not actually playing the paper. I don't know. But the first time that I played this, and they do say that this here is, if you know anything about music boxes, this is a 15-note music box, so it does play pretty well. And and I apologize. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if I had this in the right way, but if my memory serves me correct, it's in right, and he walks you through that process and everything too. Now, the first time that I played this, I played it too slow, and I was trying to figure it out because it really didn't sound like the song listed. I'll let you guys be the judge and to find out if you can name this song. Okay, surely you guys know that that is the Star Wars theme song. It's an iconic song, and even that genuine smile that I just gave, that was a real smile when I heard the song, because I get excited. I'm like, yeah, that's the song, right? That's the music that everybody knows and loves. At some point in your life, you heard that song, and it recreates that emotional reaction, right? And so that is why this routine is so, so beautiful, but only in the right performance. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend you doing this for a large stage theater show unless you could get a mic right next to it, or something like that, and a projector on so people can see exactly what you have and what you're holding. Now you can explain to them what you're doing exactly, and I'm sure that'll be just fine, but that's all based on your performance. Do not judge the trick based on your own performance limitations. I personally have a little parlor theater, seats about 20 to 30 people. This works great. I used it for the first time the other day, got a great reaction. However, my only thing that I'm going to switch is I wanted to perform it with the core routine using the cards. I'm actually going to switch out the cards for a Sven pad, so that way it doesn't feel like a card trick. I might use a different force of a different kind, whatever it may be, but I personally am doing away with the cards, and I'm just going to use a Sven pad of all the different names people wrote down, so that way you can choose whatever one that you want. Now this one here, I believe it comes with 5 different songs, and they're all listed on the product page. So I'm not going to go through those, but definitely pay attention to what you get for the song list with this one and with the Pro version or the Deluxe version or whatever it's called, because they are different song lists, and make sure you choose the one that is proper for your performance and your needs based on that song style. Now, I am pretty sure I read it somewhere I seen on one of these papers that, yeah, so right down here at the bottom, see if I can line that up there a little bit, and it might be reversed for you guys. It says down here, if you can't read that, it says find more music at gmagic.com. Now that's not a music website, that's actually this site here. So I bet you can either purchase or maybe it's even a free download of more songs, but you'll have to print these out yourself and then get that music punched just right, which I'm going to look into. I'm going to see what that is. But for the core trick of everything that you get for that price, in my personal opinion, if the scenario is right for you, if it fits your performance style, the idea behind this is great. Now, what makes this different than any other music box? Really, the price point is awesome. I can't remember off the top of my head what this is. The original version's either like 40 or 50 bucks, but you get a whole slew of songs. The papers are really nice because they're souvenir pieces. People can take those with them. You get the actual custom printed cards for the routine. You can use those if you'd like. And then the music player itself. So remember, guys, when you're buying Magic, you're not just buying the props that comes with it, but you're buying the method and the presentation and the routining. So that's all built into the price. So in my opinion, it's a 50-50 split. So if it's a $50 trick, 25% of it, or $25 of it is going into the actual products that you get. The other 50%, so the other $25 is in the performance and routining that they spent so much time in to make this piece so magical. So for me personally, I say that the music box is a definite win. Like I said, it has to fit your performance style. Don't take my word for it. Don't think that it's going to be an instant addition into your show if it doesn't fit your show. So always apply that and always consider that for your purchases. And if you guys need it, want it, or any other magic, make sure to check out the shop. It is sbmagicshop.com. And the link for this routine and the Advanced or the Pro version, Deluxe Edition, whatever it is, will also be linked below in the comments. So thank you guys very much.